that much needs to be there. If you don't know what to do, that is still okay. But
Yeah.
I need to do something more.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Parenthood Spotlight, a special space where we shift the lens ever so slightly from personal parenting journeys to the stories of those working in the larger ecosystem of childhood. These are the folks who are nurturing not just their own little ones, but entire communities, entire ways of being. Today's guest is someone whose work has lingered with me ever since I first stumbled upon it. Nehal Shah, co founder of Heart and Soil, a living, breathing space where children are invited to grow in rhythm with the land, with each other, and with themselves. Heart and Soil is not a school, nor is it a creche or a play date. It is something in between and far beyond, a space that respects childhood as a sacred time, a time to be, not always to become. Nehal is many things: a co creator, a quiet observer, a challenger of hurried systems, and someone who deeply trusts the power of slowness, soil, and story. In today's conversation, we'll talk about what it means to build such a space, how children respond when given the freedom to root and roam, and how parenting and working with children can often teach us more than we could have imagined. I hope you'll listen in, not just with your ears, but with your heart wide open. Let's get into it. Nehal, welcome to this space. We are so excited to
Hi,
have you share your story with us today.
same here. I'm equally excited. Thank you for having me.
Nehal, tell us about yourself and your family. How did your own life lead you to co create Heart and Soil?
Okay, so Heart and Soil has been a very, very organic extension of myself as a mother, to be very honest.
Yeah,
So when I became a mother, and the first initial years goes into understanding what motherhood is all about and everything. And then when you are set in, you actually start thinking that how can you add more value to your child's life and help him grow up to be his best version, his or
yeah,
her best version. So it was just a quest for that. I live in Mumbai, a concrete jungle.
yeah,
And I live in South Bombay. So life was very, very concretized, as I say. I was a working professional, a full-time working professional. I used to work with Star that time, so I'm a media professional.
yeah,
So days just went by, I used
yeah,
to work, come spend 1, 2 hours with my child every day. Weekends, you were tired, not doing much, just going along with whatever has been planned. And slowly it got on to me that, this is not even my childhood. Like my
yeah,
childhood maybe was better than this, because there were firstly no gadgets. My parents were not like, my mother was not working and all of it. So somewhere that guilt, the monotony of life, it was extremely robotic.
yeah.
And then when I looked back that what were the things that made my childhood rich, or what are the things which I still remember, or the values which I still carry forward and with me, which is
Yeah.
helping me live a better life right now. And they were like, time with my family, my grandparents, how we spent time, not just watching TV or not just going on planned play dates or dinners or something. It was always doing something with nature. 95% it was always that way, you
Yeah.
know. So then I realized, I want to do something with my child because there were no opportunities in and around as such. It was only max that you could walk around in the park or go for play areas or something. So I made a few calls. There are these organizations who organize these different trails, treks, and
Yeah.
different travel, experiences. And they all told me that, let your child turn 7, later only you can join. I said, why should I wait for something good? I don't wait for him to take him to a supermarket, right? Or to a
Yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
There are parents who don't wait for that, right? And for something good, which I'm wanting to connect him to nature. And travel was an integral part of my life, of my growing up years. I did start late, but then I realized in ways that we had our own balcony. We used to rescue pets, like, injured animals. My grandfather, my father, we were all very connected in some way in spite of being in the city.
Yeah.
So that was non-negotiable for me. I said, forget it. I'm going to start something.
Wow.
Whoever wants to join will join.
Yeah.
And right from my office desk, I told my sister about this. And, she helped me make a Facebook page, and we floated our first experience, when
Yeah.
Dave was about 2 years.
Yeah.
And luckily, I still remember the first call inquiring, and I was like, oh my God, people are actually inquiring.
Yeah.
And we were a bus full. We went for the event. My entire family helped out because
Wow.
I was a bit nervous because my son was only 2. Like,
Yeah.
how will I manage a group, along with a child?
Yeah.
But the family support was there, and it all came together so well. The parents complimented, and the it only motivated me to do more. So then I started organizing like once or twice a month, in spite
Yeah.
of working and everything.
Yeah.
So the cue was my son. He
Yeah.
loves strawberries. So I thought that why just give him plain strawberries? Why can't I plan a strawberry picking event? You
Yeah.
know, I would love him to get involved about, how to plant or pot a plant and all. So I did a kitchen gardening workshop. So
Right.
whatever I wanted to do with him, I converted it into an experience and floated it. And luckily, more and more parents started resonating with it, and they wanted to do it. So it
Yeah.
became like a nice small community, a trusted community. And that's where we are right now. Now it's growing now, not only in Bombay, but not only weekends. We do jungle safaris. We
Yeah.
have gone beyond, our Mumbai and in and around Mumbai. We have gone to Northeast. We have done Himachal, and now our first international trip. We've just finished. We've gone to Bhutan.
Yeah.
So it's been growing, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's lovely.
I'm very interested about something that you said, whatever you took the cues from your son and whatever you wanted to do with him, you kind of started doing that as at a community level. But do you also do events now or groups where your son might not be the kind of target audience for that particular
Yeah,
thing?
so that has happened over a period of time because, of course, he was 2 and
Yeah.
now he's 12.
Yeah.
So there are times. So now, since last year, we've started summer camp. So not only for him,
Yeah.
but the other children who used to come as part of our events, they were
Yeah.
also 5 and 6, and now they are 10. So
Yeah.
their parents also suggested that, why don't you do summer camps? Because we want them to become independent. So
Yeah.
rather than sending them somewhere else, why don't you do it? So
Yeah.
we, of course, we are not very inflexible. We learn with times, and it's more of a community where feedback is taken. We want to improve every time. We are thinking how we can add value. So we started summer camps last year, only for children.
Yeah.
Where luckily most of the children are the ones who were small, and now they come for our camps. So
So,
that way we keep on evolving. Yeah.
yeah. So, like in a nutshell, what is Heart and Soil? What do you do?
So Heart and Soul, I'll tell you how the vision was, how I started, because I feel that's the most authentic and innocent vision that I have.
Yeah.
And that's what has been guiding me. My whole idea with Heart and Soil was nurturing bonds through nature.
Right.
Parent-child bonding in nature.
Yeah.
So, because that is, so my pain, I
Yes.
converted it into Heart and Soil. It's like that.
Yeah.
So, the whole idea is that when an adult and a child, they spend time doing something together in nature, it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes a learning, and it becomes a core memory.
Right.
And so that is the basis of all our experiences. So our 4 pillars for Heart and Soil are culture, life skills, nature, adventure, and wildlife. So we cover all these aspects, and our experiences are based on these 4 pillars, where
Okay.
we try and provide uh, certain learnings through these experiences. But
Right.
the core will always be the same: bonding, learning, the community feeling that can grow together,
Right.
So that is the basis of Heart and Soul.
And is this your full-time work now?
And now it is. Last year, I quit my job. So, like, as I said, I was a full-time media professional,
Right.
and then slowly, I thought that, as life takes you over, right? That,
Yeah.
you want to slow down and you want to focus on what you do and not just running from one thing to the other and not be burnt out because I always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
But then I was working and then you are burnt out and, you are not. So finally last year I decided that I'm okay to slow down
Yeah.
and I want to only do this. So, yeah.
And when you started thinking of this idea, Nehal, what did you imagine this space to be for children and the adults who hold them?
Honestly speaking, I only thought that this is something that is non-negotiable for me.
Right.
It was a selfish motive that
Yeah.
because I knew alone I will not be able to carry forward and do this for my child, right?
Right.
Because I might take him camping once, I might go on a trek once, but then I will get lazy because it's only me, us
Yes.
doing it. How much will you do it? So if
Yeah.
you see, like, more and more people travel with groups now, with friends. What motivates them is being together and doing it together.
Right.
So you ultimately have to build a community, a tribe who believes in these things. And
Yeah.
then automatically it becomes a part of your life.
Right.
So that was the motivation that I started it as a platform, firstly to provide it these values to my child. And then, of course, I wanted to extend it because I saw in my first event itself, a parent, a mother, had a height phobia and we were doing rappelling.
Right.
The 7-year-old child was motivating her and she could do it, you
Yeah.
know. So these were
Wow.
such beautiful moments. So that in the first event itself, the whole selfishness came out of it, that it's not only for you, but the whole feeling that I want more and more families to be experiencing this.
Wow.
Rather than just sitting in a restaurant for 2 hours, you come for a kitchen gardening thing or a plantation drive. I'm sure it's going to be more,
Fulfilling.
value.
Yes.
Yeah, fulfilling value. So
Yeah.
then it got on to that kind of a feeling that when you are experiencing something beautiful, you want more and more people to experience it.
Right. And what
Yeah.
changes have you noticed in children when they spend time in nature with soil, with heart?
There are immense benefits. I can't even tell you, especially for our city children who are always so overstimulated, always on the go, always wanting to know what is next. They don't know, like they get bored very fast. But
Right.
you will be surprised that when they are in nature or just left, they don't remember. Even in our summer camps, kids don't ask for phones, they
Mm.
don't ask at all. Or
Yeah.
even like younger kids, all the more they start playing with pebbles, they are in water, they eat, they are so excited about tents,
Yeah.
they play with sticks. And the beautiful part is that how strangers come together.
Right.
And you meet at least 10 or 12 kids are together at any point in time, right?
Yeah.
So uh, they just befriend and they are busy doing whatever they are doing. So we keep a very fine balance between activities and free time also.
Right.
So, it's just not back to back. But also, as personalities, they conquer fear, they gain confidence, socialization, grounding. You will yourself notice when kids come back from these kind of trips, they are much more calmer.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they are not shouting, screaming, aggressive,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and it's just a lovely feeling, fulfilling feeling, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And our that's why our repeat ratio is normally like a 60 to 70%. People
Wow.
keep coming. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we call it a community.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
Can
So
you share
automatically
an
then families want to do these things.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to, because this is so interesting. Can you share with us an anecdote or two, maybe from a child who softened or bloomed or discovered something deep during
So I'll
that
tell you
time with
recently
you?
we are just back from our summer camp
Right,
and we had a 7-year-old and we made them walk bare feet on the um in the farm. like
Okay.
on mud, on
Right.
soft mud.
Right.
And not many kids are used to it. So of course there is resistance. So
Yeah.
she was very resistant. I can't do it and this and that and all. So we nudged her a bit that, at least try. If you later don't want to do it, it's fine. We don't push a lot.
Right.
And imagine she kept her feet and the mud was very soft. And she's like, oh my God, it's so soft. I thought that I can't do it, but I can do it. She went
Wow.
on tasting every leaf,
Wow.
and this is so nice. Oh, I love nature. This is
Wow.
so much better than screens. You
Wow.
know, on our hikes, children, oh, you know what, ma'am, see that bird, see that bluebird, you
Hmm.
know. So they start noticing birds. We made them make cement bricks
Okay.
about how houses are made and everything.
Right.
They don't mind being dirty.
Yeah.
They were working hard, like how, somebody needs to build a house.
Yeah.
So all these things are lovely, to
Yeah.
see. And these are just surface level, what I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm sure, inside what happens and every experience, how it transforms them is nobody can pinpoint.
I'm sure. I'm sure. It just sounds so magical. And
It does.
it's how contrasting it is with the childhood of today. So much of childhood today is about more classes, more structure, more stimulation, and Heart and Soil seems to gently resist that.
Yeah.
How do you think slowness, freedom, and unstructured time affect the way children grow?
So it affects big time, I feel, because I myself have seen it. And if you compare your childhood too, right? Like we
Yeah,
didn't have mobiles, and
yeah,
now children, even for 5 minutes, if they are free, they'll ask you, "What do you want?" I don't have anything to do,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and they'll straightway get onto a game or something like that.
Right,
So when you are in nature, especially not in like a building or a concrete jungle,
right,
you will naturally see children don't say that
right.
because they can either just walk out, they'll get a pebble, they'll start thinking about a pebble, get creative about it. You
Yeah,
know, they might just meet different people also, na? If you walk around on
yeah,
hikes and all, especially, you'll be surprised. Nobody knows anybody, but
right.
they end up helping each other, supporting each other,
Yeah,
one because you can't leave anybody.
right.
So this is all slowness, right? Like
Yeah,
you cannot, it's not about competition, it's not about achieving something.
absolutely.
So
Yes,
it's about being together, being in that moment. If you are, you know, even hiking, every step has to be, you have to be very mindful about it.
right.
Even while you are making something, like,
Yeah,
we sometimes make these basket weaving, Varli art. They're
yes,
such fine things,
right.
growing
Yeah,
microgreens, working with mud,
yeah,
pottery. They
yeah,
all tend to slow you down
right,
somewhere. And
right.
you will be surprised, not only kids, but if it's a parents and kids, right?
Yeah,
Mothers and fathers also sit down and start doing because they love that peace.
yes,
So,
yes,
that time where you're just being present.
yes,
We don't realize it, but when you just get out of this whole fast-paced thing
yes.
and you are sitting over there, those 10 minutes, you'll just realize, oh my God, you're feeling so nice.
Yeah, yeah. How have you seen parents shift through your work? Like, how has
So
that been?
parents, so I'll tell you when people call now, what happens is that it becomes a role of a consultant too many times. Like two
Right.
days back, I got a call 8 o'clock in the morning
Uh-huh.
that, random message I got that, I have a 2-year-old and I want to go, I want to go on a hike and how do you prepare? I'm very nervous. So I said that, okay, we'll talk. So she
Right.
called. So,
Yeah.
she's like, how do you do it? I came across your profile and all that stuff. How do you do it? So I
Yeah.
said, no, how do you do it? No, firstly, though, it's your mind only. The
Yeah.
child will adapt 2 years, 2.5 years, whatever. But if he can't go up on a hike, maybe you should be more prepared to carry in
Carry.
a baby bag, you know? So, and certain things that don't compete to just achieve it. Even if you don't complete it, it's okay. Like,
Right.
try to enjoy. Don't stop the child to just rush.
Yeah.
Don't fuss about carry essentials, but
Yeah.
don't fuss if something goes wrong. Don't beat yourself up. So, and this is one incident,
Yeah.
but there are incidents where the parents have so many apprehensions,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and oh, in a village, how will my child adjust? How
Right.
will he eat the villagers' food?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, or camping. Oh, is camping difficult? I said, why
Hmm.
you get a mattress?
Yeah.
Ours is still not real camping, like we give
Yeah.
mattress. There are common washrooms and everything,
Right.
hygienic. We are giving you very good food.
Yeah.
So, and they are playing. Children, honestly, they are the most excited.
Yeah.
The mindset, the parents' mindset needs a shift,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
So
What
that
are
is a
some of
big.
the other anxieties, in the parents' mind that show up, and how do you hold space for those?
One is food. Food is the biggest one.
Right.
Okay. Second is insects.
Yeah.
Yeah, insects. And will there be, if there's not a room, if it's camping, you
Right.
know, how will he stay without AC or fan? So,
Yeah.
and then what clothes, how
Yeah.
to prepare,
Yeah.
what all to carry,
Yeah.
you know? So these all are valid questions. So
Hmm.
my only submission to all the parents is that prepare
Hmm.
and then go with the flow. You know,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
not something that you have to achieve or something. The
Right.
beauty is the experience,
Right. Right.
not about that doing a tick mark that I've done this. Then what
Yes.
is the difference?
Yes. Yes.
Just be there and enjoy it, whichever way,
Yeah.
successful, not successful. Don't think about all that.
Right.
So we've
And
had like a 8-month-old camper,
wow.
1.5 year old kids who have just started walking, coming on trails. It's
Wow.
lovely. They will just scamper along, and the parents then will carry them.
Yeah.
So they just come for the experience.
Right, right. And Nehal, I'm very interested to know your thoughts about, like the people who contact you. They've kind of made that shift, right? In their mind, at least. Like they are kind of open to the idea of connecting with nature and having that slow kind of routine. That's why they are reaching out to you. But what would you say to parents who fear that, their children will fall behind and they are not doing enough, and they need to do more, and that's why they end up over scheduling their kids and things like that, so they've not made that shift to nature so far? So what would you tell them?
Honestly, you know what? We don't push that as a strategy at all.
Right.
The whole idea is that, yeah, we talk about it and we give you a platform to experience it.
Right.
And once you experience it now, automatically your mind will start shifting.
Beautiful.
So it happens very, very organically because this is not something that, so like, for example, there are children, like 2 or 3 children, we did nudge them to walk on the mud in the farm, but they were just not ready. We tried for some time, but
Yeah.
then we told them, okay, fine, now, you can, because what happens is that then the children also start getting impacted, you
Right.
know. So our idea is to transform and give a platform to people who are in that zone,
Right.
in that mindset, who
Yeah.
have that thought that, okay, so that much thought is required. That,
Hmm.
okay, you know what, I don't want to just send my children, take them to resorts and, just take them to restaurants and spend time.
Right.
I'm missing it. I need at least that much needs to be there. If you don't know what to do, that is still okay. But
Yeah.
I need to do something more.
Yeah.
So that thought needs to be there because without that, we are not a magic wand,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We are ready to help you out. We are ready to do everything and help you through your journey. But if you have the inclination to, like anything
Absolutely.
else, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And
yeah,
also, like, you're building that space 10, almost 10 years, alongside your
yeah,
job, and now,
yeah.
full time. So, what have been the most humbling or difficult parts of building and sustaining a space like Heart and Soil?
Okay, the difficult part is, of course, like we try to do things differently.
Mm,
Like even like we don't copy paste, right? We are not taking, because if we face pressure that no, we want to do a resort stay only, you give us a tent, but
Yeah.
we'll stay in a room and we will you give us a resort
Oh.
area. You know, we just want it for an experience. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do glamping? You
Hmm.
know, or अपने hikes पे, why can't we carry packaged food?
Right.
Like, we can pack pizzas and everything, get it done. And why can't we eat at a villager's home, right?
Right.
So there are these things which normal everybody, 90% of the audience wants,
Right.
and not to give into that, but to stick to certain basics. We will
Right.
provide you clean, hygienic accommodations or washrooms. We will not give you packaged food, and we
Hmm.
will advise you also not to carry it.
Right.
We will give you villager food, which is much more fresh and nutritious.
Right.
We will not give you a wrong idea that glamping is camping.
Right.
You know, uh, our Bhutan trip or a Northeast trip will not like be a typical travel agent itinerary. It
Right.
will have a homestay.
Right.
It will have an experience along with the locals.
Yes.
So in our Sattal trip, we made our children play Holi with the local kids.
Oh, wow.
You know, we are not going to put you up in a 5 star or a 4 star, because we believe in community travel.
Right.
We will not lose our essence. So there
Mm-hmm.
are certain things, sustainability,
Hmm.
weaving in taking care of our planet, love for our planet,
Hmm.
keeping it greener,
Yeah.
not throwing plastic around,
Yes.
you know. So these values we will not compromise on.
Right.
So certain pillars or certain values that we started with can be altered with knowledge,
Right.
you
Absolutely.
know, and with the right way that we want to steer towards
Right.
something.
Right.
But we will not give in to the pressures
Hmm.
of, हाँ, पैसे का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पैसे ज्यादा दे देंगे,
Hmm.
बट तुम ना हमें आना है आपके साथ मेघालय, बट यू वी डोंट वांट टू स्टे इन दिस होम स्टे, दैट वन डे वील स्टे इन अ होटल. Said sorry, it's a group trip,
Right.
so then you go with a regular person, we are fine with it.
Yeah.
So to maintaining these ethos and values
Hmm.
has been tough,
Yeah. Yeah.
because for everybody, mostly, I
Yeah.
understand it's a holiday, right?
Yeah.
Like people want to break free and do everything according to their regular idea of holiday,
Absolutely. Yes.
you know. But our objective is you have fun also, but there are these going to be these elements which will come
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So,
Have you had any moments of doubt that turned into clarity once you started working more and more in this space?
so doubt, sometimes you feel that the same doubt that, how do you convert
Right.
people who are zero inclined towards it to adapting to this, you
Right.
know, that why should they miss out on it?
Right.
So this has been my biggest doubt, that, when you start having strong values and ethos,
Yeah.
you start having very strong boundaries,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
and in that you tend to lose out
Yes.
or not touch certain audience altogether.
Yeah.
But now the clarity is that I'm okay with it, because they
Yeah.
will convert when they have to,
Right.
or
Right.
not convert
Yeah.
according to their thoughts and all of it.
Yeah.
But because of that, I cannot dilute the community that I'm building, you
Absolutely.
know?
Yes.
So it's a choice.
Yes.
So I'm very sure that there are certain values and ethos. Only to get certain people converted, I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
Because this is who we are.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that clarity. I love that clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
very clear about that now. We
Yeah.
will evolve, we will grow, we will transform,
Yes.
but with full knowledge. But we
Yes.
will not compromise if we
Yeah.
don't want to, just to, get more people, or,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, कि चलो ना उनको भी करवाते हैं types.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
miss out on them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
wrong in just, having one
They
person
will,
stay in one
everybody has
night?
a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody has a time. There are times when on ground, sometimes these values and ethos and all gets compromised.
Hmm.
But that is a part and parcel.
Yeah, yeah.
But
In
at the sake
practice,
of it,
it
we
might
will not
happen, but
do.
why dilute it in theory also?
Correct. So
Yeah.
on ground, there are times when it does get compromised.
Yeah.
Like, we have a strict, to give you an example, like a strict thing about no alcohol and no anything of that sort. You
Right.
know, it is clearly mentioned.
Yeah.
But on a longish trip, sometimes people do tend to. So what we tell them now, there's a compromise there that you can't do it in a public area.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
if it's a long trip, you do it in your room
Yeah.
because we don't know how other children or other families are
Absolutely.
okay with it or not.
Yes.
So that's a compromise, right? Like
Yeah.
somewhere, but it's
Yeah.
a midway. But
Yeah.
now when it happens on ground, you try and provide
Manage
a
it.
solution,
Yes.
manage it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like
And
we will
we
never
have,
have kids throwing plastic. We
yeah.
will make them pick up.
Yes.
We reiterate, bring a bottle,
Hmm.
don't send packaged goods, and all of it. But if you're doing, then please keep it in your bag. Now
Right.
that's a compromise on ground, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to know, how has this work shaped you or transformed you as a person?
I think big time, more than I say that I've done this for my son,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it was more for my soul. You know,
Yeah.
it made motherhood very fulfilling
Mm-hmm.
because I started reliving maybe what I did as a child, and I couldn't see it, right? You're experiencing it.
Yes.
But I could see that through my child and so many other children, how their eyes light up when they see something for the first time,
Yeah.
how they conquer fear, you know, how they run behind butterflies,
Yeah.
or little things, and how little innocence can be just converted into an experience and it becomes a core memory.
Yeah.
I started enjoying the process so much. And
Hmm.
of course, maybe at the heart of it, I would be loving curating, I would be loving organizing. I am a social person. I
Right.
love the whole community angle to it, that I meet such lovely families and lovely people.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those who, just would like to do everything alone.
Right.
So I think without Heart and Soil, my parenting journey would have been very boring, So it just made it so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And much more clarity. I started deep diving into parenting more, which
Right.
helped me also become a better person, much more aware as a person.
Right.
Because, your inner child, you understand what happened with you in the childhood,
Yeah.
what worked, what didn't work.
Hmm.
So, at a spiritual level, at many levels, you start understanding yourself better.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it has added immense value.
Yeah. And about the work that Heart and Soil is doing, what do you think? What are some of the deep-rooted systemic beliefs around parenting, education, or growth that you feel Heart and Soil is gently challenging?
So one, especially all this is very relevant in current times.
Yeah.
One is how we overschedule children,
Yeah.
like from one class to the other,
Yeah.
you know, and we are taking them away from their core nature of just being and learning naturally.
Right.
We are not providing them the environment, and we are overscheduling because we are not providing them the environment, right? We are
Yeah.
living in buildings, and where there are so many buildings in Bombay itself, I see where the whole culture of, how we used to go from one house to the other to call our
Yes.
friends in
Yes.
the building, playing down.
Yeah.
That culture is not there.
Right.
So, lack of it, we are doing all of that,
Yeah.
you know. So, one is that where we are unable to provide, and we are trying to bring it that over scheduling. Second is gadget. Now
Hmm.
that's naturally happened
Yeah.
because there's TV, there's mobile, parents are working, they are coming home and working,
Yeah.
while watching, while eating, we are watching TV. There's so much of distraction.
Yeah.
So again, with Heart and Soil, when you're out on an event,
Hmm.
you're completely cut off in a different environment, and they're doing different things together.
Yes.
You know, you are doing things together. So
Yeah.
it again, it's mindfulness, is slowing down, being in the present, away from gadgets.
Yes.
Then third is again the need, like if you see climate change,
Yeah.
children right now are growing up, not understanding, they are only in gadgets, and their own activities. You become so selfish
Yes.
because you're in your own routine all the time.
Yes.
Are you thinking that this plant or this animal, how is it surviving? Do they need water? We have to
Mm.
coexist.
Yes.
We are just existing in our own solace.
Yes.
That whole community is gone.
Yes.
So that is also what we are trying to build, that, we build a like-minded community where we are nurturing ourselves and we are nurturing the planet too in
Yes.
our own little way.
Yes.
You don't have to do big things,
Yes.
you know. So these these
Mm.
are our basic learnings. Also, the bonding part, I feel it's very, very critical. You
Mm.
know, as families, as a unit, how we used to bond naturally because
Right.
there were no distractions. Mother was spending more time cooking our favorite meals. Now everybody has cooks. I'm not saying women have to cook or whatever. Don't
Yeah.
take me wrong. But
Yeah.
I'm saying that, I still know my mother's favorite dishes. Like, my father in the balcony and me giving a helping hand, doing grafting. Children don't know what grafting is nowadays.
Yeah.
How does a multicolored rose come? It's
Yeah.
because of grafting.
Yeah.
But I just knew all these things naturally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right now also I talk to my dad about gardening. You
Hmm.
know, we
Hmm.
will just walk around the roads in a garden walking. I
Yeah.
don't know if our children will do that
Yeah.
because that bonding, how are you bonding? We are
Yeah.
bonding watching TV, we are bonding just talking regular stuff.
Right.
So these are so one is the over scheduling, not having the child to discover themselves and their own learning, distractions, community, and bonding.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
these I feel
Beautiful.
we try to bring in, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And you talked about community, you talked about, the building a better planet. So what kind of world do you hope to build? Not to build, to contribute to building. What kind of world do you hope that your work contributes to building?
So I only hope that I can build empathy and compassion.
Yeah,
Rest all will happen on its own.
yeah,
Because the whole idea of these experiences is also when you go diving or snorkeling, right? Like my son
yeah.
does it. He was fearful of water. He wouldn't go in water.
Hmm.
But once he started and then he went diving and snorkeling and all, you see the world is so beautiful, right? Will
Yeah,
you throw a plastic cup in the ocean?
yeah. Never.
You will not. So
Yeah,
my only intention is that with children and parents, I am not instructing you, don't throw this here, don't throw this there. I I hope I don't have to do that.
yeah,
You start feeling it.
yeah,
Because when you go hiking
yeah,
and you see a heap of bottles, glass bottles, it's painful.
yeah,
The clouds are rising over there. There
yeah,
is greenery and there are bottles thrown.
yeah,
You will feel disgusted
yeah.
because it spoiled your experience.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
I want to only build empathy and compassion for
Hmm.
these children or anybody who develop that for themselves, for their families, for their community, and of course, planet.
Yes. Yes. And
I don't want to become a teacher. You develop love, you see the beauty, and you will feel, will you keep your house dirty? You
yeah.
will not, no,
Yeah.
because you love it.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
experience it for yourself, love it, and rest all will follow.
Yeah, yeah. And you talked about, how we are disconnected from nature. And for parents who are not even, who have maybe not even thought of this as something, and maybe when they listen to it, they feel like, okay, maybe I want to do something like this. Oh my God, this is what I have been missing.
Yeah.
And my child has been missing all of this. So, from they have been disconnected from nature or from themselves. What do you think is a small but meaningful starting point for them?
The starting point I always say, it can be right in your neighborhood. It
Hmm.
can you just be going down or getting a plant home. You
Hmm.
know, it can be gardens in and around. And even in Bombay, there are lots of opportunities
Hmm.
at any space. So it can be a building, it can be just getting your 2 or 3 building kids together and wanting to do a small cleanup or
Yes.
water the plants. Or,
Yes.
we used to do that as children in our building, you
Yes.
know, or build something for a kitten,
Yes.
you, or build a nest out of leaves and leave it in the garden.
Yes.
I've done that with my son.
Yes.
So you don't have to go far or plan some extensive trip or some path-breaking idea.
Yeah.
All it requires for you is just figure out in and around what can be done and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have some moong at your house,
Huh.
you know, just take mud and plant it and you'll see it grow.
Sprout.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I twice I've done it. Like, green peas,
Yeah.
you get a caterpillar inside, right?
Yeah.
So once I just took a caterpillar and I put it in a small plastic box, put
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah.
We saw the entire journey
Or from
from
caterpillar to butterfly.
to the moths, yeah, not the
Yeah.
butterfly.
Huh.
Normally, green peas have moths.
Okay. I
So,
learned
yeah,
something new today.
yeah, the brown color, the small one, not the
Yeah.
prettier versions.
Yeah.
But for that 15-20 days, imagine your child, you
Yeah.
are taking care of it or just observing the change,
Yeah.
reading about it.
Yeah.
Because in between, when it becomes a cocoon, it doesn't
Yeah.
even move. You think it's dead.
Yeah.
So, and then finally release it.
Yeah. Wow.
Nowadays, too, you get so many opportunities. Like there are people who are even selling caterpillars and guiding you how to do it.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there are lots of things that can happen. It's
Okay.
about the intention,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Sounds doable and sounds,
yeah, yeah. It's
uh,
very doable. And I can write like 100 ideas that you can do without. So you will not be able to give me any reason, oh, you know what, I don't have the opportunity or no.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
possible.
I
Nature
think
is everywhere.
what you said is very important that, when you have the intent, like it will happen.
Yeah.
You'll find ways to make it happen because you live in nature. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's where you
Like you're
live.
drinking water every day, you cannot survive without water. Can you? Or just take your child to the vegetable vendor and not the supermarket.
Yeah.
Okay. I love going to the real vegetable market.
Yes.
See the colors,
Yeah.
go shopping. Your child will understand what all is available.
Yeah.
Why is that not nature?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
is.
Yeah.
Once in 10 days you do that, see his or her knowledge,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
about the
and when
different
you
seeds.
show a capsicum in a book versus when you show it, in the sabzi mandi, the
I agree.
impact is just different.
It's just about doing things together.
Yeah,
This is where it comes in. This is the core thought.
yeah,
You and your child spending time doing these kind of things.
yes,
So
yes,
that's coming back to the core.
yes.
I don't mind organizing a vegetable market visit also. It can be
Yeah,
as simple.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
true, true.
Not many do it these days.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, na time kahan hai? Just sit on the phone and order from the app. That's much more convenient and
Correct.
yeah,
आधा घंटा लगता है, but trust me, your child will remember, you will remember.
yeah,
And the more you do it, the more you will realize that it becomes a part. Then you will realize, oh my God, it's such good time that we are spending together.
yeah, yeah.
You
These
know?
little things, I think this is such a practical, I mean, takeaway for me. I mean, we do it, but I never thought of it in this way. When you think
Yeah.
of it in this way, that okay, that what is it doing? We take our son to the sabzi mandi with us, but more for our convenience that okay, we are going and where
Yeah.
do we leave him? We just take him.
Yeah.
But now I'm also
Correct.
thinking about what it does for him. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
I can see that, but now,
Now slowly, if you're thinking this way, honestly speaking, your next step will be, you can say, okay, what do you want to eat?
yes,
Can you pick your vegetables?
yes, yes,
Okay. Do you want to pick something up? Imagine, like,
yeah,
they'll start eating well also.
yes, because that
And they'll get
happens
a feeling, oh.
I can see that, when we make something and he remembers, he's like, yeah, we picked
Yeah,
this up
we
that
pick
day
this up.
from the market. And
Correct.
yeah, so it's that whole, I think that this is a very nice practical tip that I am taking away from this, that how
That's
can
love.
you imbibe nature in your
Yeah.
day to day? You don't need to create a trip out of everything, but
No,
you
no, you don't
can
need
just
to.
turn everyday experiences, everyday tasks into experiences for your kids.
I
Mm.
agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Totally. I'm telling you, try this butterfly thing also.
I
But
would, I
read
would.
up about it and you can call me in case if you. But it's a lovely experience to see how a caterpillar transforms into a moth or a butterfly.
Yeah,
And the way we gave names, we gave, like curry leaves to what
yeah.
other leaves that they wanted to eat. Oh, he likes this, he doesn't like this. You know, see now what color, picturing every time the color changes,
Wow,
size changes.
wow, wow. I'm
So,
excited. I'm excited to get a spoiled pea now that I
yeah,
should.
yeah. And then you're saving also, na? I tell him that see, you have actually,
Ah,
you don't know what would have happened. It would
ah.
have gone in the dustbin.
Yes,
You've
absolutely.
given life,
Yes,
you know.
yes. How beautiful. How beautiful.
So
And
with that
Nehal,
one thing,
yes,
so
please.
many learnings come in,
Yes, yes.
plus a lovely experience.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Tell us what's next for Heart and Soil.
so next, as I said, we keep on transforming. So
Yeah.
lately, when we started doing our outbound trips, we realized more and more that we want to focus on community travel,
Yeah.
like the aspect that I said that we will not compromise on certain things
Yeah.
and focus on local connect or getting like-minded people together or giving the kind of experiences which are more bonding,
Yeah.
uh, which get people to bond better, immersive travel and all. So these are certain values that we are going to focus on
Yeah.
for all our experiences. One is community building, you
Yeah.
know, and then more and more we want to start focusing. Especially this came up during my experience with summer camps for 2 years now,
Yeah.
that I want to start working on mental health for
Wow.
children,
Wow.
especially in
Mm-hmm.
a way, because you know parenting is tough,
Yes.
uh, and children also go through their own set of issues,
Yeah.
and we all are struggling and growing together.
Yeah.
So, in that respect, your emotional regulation, the pressures that we have children face,
Yeah.
like your bullying or
Yeah.
even lack of self-awareness, confidence, self-esteem. I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
I need to fit in. So many things children struggle with.
Yeah.
And parents also half the times don't know how to handle it. There is
Absolutely.
lack of communication, the right kind of communication.
Yeah.
So slowly, as I said, like our experiences and all, I don't want to just keep on like a sightseeing tick mark and all. I want
Yeah.
to start building these elements.
Yes.
Even like with regards to our next summer camp is going to have an element of art therapy where we will curate talking about recognizing emotions
Yeah.
through play.
Yeah.
And if you go through anger, frustration, or these feelings, then certain light tools that children are aware about it,
Yes.
like can I breathe
Yes.
right? Can I
Yes.
take a few deep breaths? Can I start journaling or writing about it?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
our intention is that we start bringing in elements, finer elements of these sorts in our experiences, try to weave in activities seamlessly
Yeah.
wherein these things are a part of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
and my last question to you for today, Nehal, what's a dream that you're nurturing quietly that you haven't shared widely yet?
so we become a good, authentic tribe for
Yeah.
Heart and Soil, wherein we all grow together. We are connected with ourselves, with nature. We make it a better planet. Our children grow up. The fear that I had is that what kind of world our children are going to grow up in,
Yeah.
right? So that is still my biggest fear. So
Right.
maybe, hopefully, they grow up in a better place where,
Yeah.
or they make it a better place
Yeah.
for themselves.
Yeah.
So that is a dream. See the way rains are coming, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just so sad how we transform such beautiful places into dump yards, the way the concretization is happening,
Yeah.
you know, uh, how the animal human conflict, like if you see in RA, we
Yes.
are blaming the leopards, right?
Yes.
But nobody's trying to understand that for them also, it's survival.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are
Where will they
encroaching.
go? Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this basic empathy is not there. You see, the papers talk about them as villains.
Yes. Yes.
It's not right.
Yeah.
So we understand, children understand these finer aspects of life, and
Right.
automatically the world will transform.
Right. Nehal,
So
Nehal, Nehal, what a grounding conversation this has been. I don't
I'm
know
so
about
glad.
others, but I am taking away so much. I am taking away a softer gaze, one that allows for pauses, for puddles, for dirt streaked knees, and unhurried afternoons. I
Oh,
think
lovely.
what you and your team are doing is not just about the children, it's about all of us, about remembering the
Yeah.
things we once knew instinctively, how to be close to the earth, how to follow wonder, how to live with rhythm rather than rush. Thank you for
Yeah.
doing what you do and for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me over. It's been really great talking to you and sharing my thoughts. As I said, like I love talking, like I love like-minded people. So
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure. So
Thank you. Thank you. And to our
thank you.
listeners, whether you are a parent in a bustling metro or someone raising a child amidst fields and forests, I hope this conversation reminds you that connection is always possible with nature, with your child, and most tenderly with yourself. If this
That's
conversation resonated, do share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to Parenthood for more stories like this. We'll be back next week with another episode of Parenthood and next month with another spotlight. Until then, stay rooted, stay curious. Thank you.